Hi folks, I'm Devok and welcome to the hero preview for Beastmaster. If you want a dash of RNG that could be completely devastating, then you need to play Beastmaster in Artifact.
I run with the rabbit and hunt with the hounds.
Karoch, the Beastmaster, was an orphan in the last king's court and was left to look after the performing animals. One beast brought in refused to perform and was mortally wounded by the last king. This beast, however, could communicate with the orphan wordlessly, thus teaching him the animal language and growing a bond between the two. When the beast died from his wounds, Beastmaster incited a revolution of the captured animals, fleeing into the wild and trampling the last king to death in the process. Beastmaster is a 5 attack, 0 armor and 12 health red hero. 5 is just at the point of diminishing returns on attack, as he can kill melee creeps but little else. With 0 armor and 12 health, he might be considered a bruiser, but he has less attack than most of the other red heroes, and no armor either, so without items, Beastmaster will struggle against the other red, or even some black and green heroes. He is, however, out of range for any one-hit kills, which makes him a bit more reliable as a spellcaster than the likes of Pugna. Beastmaster's ability is Call of the Wild. On a 3-turn cooldown, Call of the Wild lets you summon a Loyal Beast, which is a 3 mana red creep with 3 attack, 1 armor and 3 health, which has another ability of its own that when Loyal Beast deals battle damage to a unit, modify that unit with -1 attack. With a 3-turn cooldown, even if Beastmaster is your 5th hero, it still won't be available when he first appears. However, this creep can be a great detriment for your enemy. Modifying with -1 attack while blocking a hero can be fantastic, especially these pesky 3 attack heroes of blue, who will have to take at least 2 hits to kill the Loyal Beast, ending up with -2 attack permanently. It also trades very nicely with melee creeps, only taking 1 damage to full clear a creep over 2 combat phases. Beastmaster's signature spell is Primal Raw. Primal Raw is a 7 mana red spell that stuns a unit blocking an allied red hero this round, and moves that unit's allied neighbours to random other lanes. So this works a little bit like cleave damage. There has to be an enemy unit opposite your red hero for this to work. It will then stun that opposing unit and send the other units either side of it to one of the other 2 lanes randomly. This is fantastic control coming from red. Depending on the resources the enemy has, you could strand a unit completely or even a hero in a dead lane, which can be game winning. This is another red spell that works really well with initiative, especially if the heroes are all lined up. You could completely stop them casting anything at all for that lane for the particular round. The general feel or playstyle of Beastmaster is that of an enabler. He brings more units to the field and he sets up for other units, or at least stalls for other units to get them into play. His early game objective is to trade into weaker heroes. There are plenty of weaker heroes out there that Beastmaster can completely destroy. Just be wary of those red and black heroes that can take advantage of him. His mid-game objective is to play a bit wider with his beast, or look to set his hounds upon the enemy heroes to give them that -1 attack. Playing wide can allow you to put your heroes in safer spots, and then likewise, removing attack from enemy heroes can make the game a lot easier later on. His late game objective is to line up the enemies with Primal Raw, and then go bowling. Send a strike down the middle, and send the other pins either side flying to different lanes. Beastmaster excels in a control environment, bringing a fantastic late game control himself, and also in that environment, not suffering from his otherwise lacking stats for a red hero, surrounding him with other ways to control these more bruisery heroes that will take advantage of Beastmaster. Beastmaster's general playstyle is that of control. Beastmaster enables these control decks to survive through the earlier stages, weakening enemy heroes and being probably the best brawling control hero out there. Primal Raw also helps you shut down enemy pushes, or buys time later on in the game for heroes to respawn. Beastmaster does need some items if he intends to brawl though. And while on that subject of items, there are plenty of items out there that can help you reposition, and that will do wonders for Primal Raw too, making sure the enemy can't simply dodge by not having a unit opposite him. The general counter playstyle to Beastmaster is either an aggro or mid-range playstyle. Beastmaster will struggle to trade efficiently against mid-range units, be they strong creeps or powerful black and red heroes, whereas Primal Raw suffers greatly against aggro, as by the 7 mana round, the damage will largely be done, and these aggro decks tend to have a few more units, making Primal Raw's cone only hitting 3 targets not as effective anymore. Orphaned at an early age and forced to live among the animals, Beastmaster is a simple man. But warriors alone are not enough to incite a revolution. Orators and their empowered voices carry true strength. The last king is dead, and Beastmaster has his pack's eyes set on you next. Thanks for watching the hero preview for Beastmaster. Every like and subscribe really helps us out, so I'd appreciate you smashing those buttons. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon too, so you never miss another video. I have been Divok of the Artificers Guild, and I will see you next time.